First off, I want to extend my deepest, most sincere condolences to you and your family. Obviously, because you probably have clicked on this video, you have or are currently going through a miscarriage, and for that, I am truly sorry. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me again. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing the 3 steps to tracking your cycle after your miscarriage. This video was requested by Clarissa, and I really hope you all find it super helpful. So the first step is make sure all of the HCG is out of your system. I know you may feel like, well, duh, but some women do not realize that it's going to make it a lot harder to track your ovulation if you are not sure if you still have lingering HCG hormones left in your system. It can potentially mean that you still have leftover remnants of the pregnancy. So this could be either tissue from the baby, it could be tissue from the placenta, and the last thing you want is to have those things left over because it's just going to make your process a lot longer. So even if you are watching your HCG trend down with home pregnancy tests, you really want to make sure that you get in to see a doctor or just go and get lab work done to make sure those levels have come all the way down. Step 2, expectation management. So your cycle may take a while to come back. I know for me personally, it took about 5 to 6 weeks for me to get a period back, and it was certainly not a normal period. It only lasted for about 3 days. It was super spotty, super light. So just know that it's going to take your body some time to regulate. It is going through a very traumatic experience. Your hormones right now may still be in a state of flux. And no matter how natural miscarriages are when they occur, they still put a lot of stress on your body. If you got a D&C, you may, even after the healing period and after, you stop bleeding as heavily, you may resume spotting for weeks on end. It does happen. Your body is still trying to regulate. They have dilated your cervix and cleaned out your uterus. So it's going to take some time for your reproductive system to regulate, and you will more than likely have additional spotting. Also, if you do go ahead and get a period, it may be super light. However, if you have any heavy bleeding, please be sure to go ahead and reach out to your doctor, contact your medical team, call the nurse hotline, and let them know and make them aware so that they can let you know if you need to come in to be seen. Also, your cycles may not be the length or consistency that you've grown accustomed to them being. This can be a good thing, as maybe your cycles were super long and now after going through what you've gone through, they are going to be more regulated. Maybe you'll have a more optimal ovulation time frame or luteal phase, but maybe like me, you've grown very accustomed to your cycles being super regular on a every 28-day type of schedule, and it can be very frustrating because it may either lengthen or shorten this time period. Honestly, everyone's body is different and every miscarriage is different, so you really never truly know what's going to happen in regards to your period. And the last part to this step is do not compare yourself to other women. I know we all like to lean on each other's stories and hear from other women what their experience has been and what they have gone through. But you have to really be careful with that because you may start to build this expectation that, oh, because Nancy got her cycle X amount of time after, just because Nancy may have started a new cycle within 2 weeks of her miscarriage or may be pregnant within 3 weeks of her miscarriage, does not mean that that is going to be the case for you. It doesn't mean that it's not possible, but just manage your expectations. Don't compare yourself to other women or their experiences. There is no one-size-fit-all rule, so do not get wrapped up or consumed in thinking that your cycles are supposed to return in a certain time frame or a certain kind of way. Be both patient with yourself and observant of what your body is telling you. Step 3, track using OPKs. After ensuring that all of the HCG is out of your system, you can go ahead and start to track with OPKs. I would start testing on cycle day 10, although you can start as early as cycle day 8. The OPK strips I'm using are made by Pregmate, and the link for those will be in the description below. Now, when your OPKs start to become darker and closer to positive, you want to go from testing once a day to testing either twice a day up to 3 times a day, as to not miss your surge. For me personally, I can only catch my LH surge within a 3-hour window. If I am not testing frequently enough, I may very well miss it. So I start using my OPKs on cycle day 10, and as you can see, they come out very faint. Some days I didn't even get a full test line, and it isn't until cycle day 13 that they not only begin to get darker, but also almost positive. Then by cycle day 14, I got a positive in the early afternoon, and then literally 3 hours later, my OPK was back to negative. It was still showing that it was nearly positive, but my surge was already on its way down. So I'm just showing you guys this so you can really see how easy it is to miss your surge. Also, try cataloging all of your strips. You want to be able to see the progression and the consistency in your tests. So you can either do this by hand by attaching them to a notebook. You can either tape them in, or some people slip them into little inserts, or you can use an app like Glow, or one of my personal favorites, Thermometer. I like using the apps more because they have an OPK reader on it. My preference is Thermometer because it's a little bit more accurate, and it actually scores your OPKs on a point scale. So that can be truly useful in pinpointing exactly what time frame you're going to ovulate. Now, I am very conscious that OPKs do not work for everyone. It is my method of choice when tracking ovulation, but you can also, of course, use your cervical mucus, or you can keep track of your basal body temperature. I personally do not partake in these, but I know that they are very helpful and useful methods for tracking your ovulation. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that you may be very anxious or excited to go ahead and try again, and that is awesome. And if you're not, that is also okay. You have to truly be ready to start that process again. Before trying again, wait your full recovery period before having sex. If you want to try again immediately, the very last thing you want to do is land in the hospital or wind up with an infection because you were just being impatient. I know a lot of us are anxious to just get in there, and we want to get our rainbow babies, and we want to start trying again to get pregnant as quickly as possible, but it's not going to help you if you wind up with an infection from having sex before your body is fully healed. So once you're healed and you start a fresh cycle, I recommend using the sperm meets egg plan and baby dancing starting from cycle day 8 every other day. So you'll baby dance on cycle day 8, cycle day 10, cycle day 12, and every other day leading up to a positive OPK. And then you will baby dance on the day you get a positive OPK and the day after. I do believe that this plan works. I myself have used it twice and have been successful with it. And another variation of this plan is just to baby dance pretty much every day of your fertile window, or every day from the end of your period through your fertile window. But ultimately, you have to kind of figure out what's going to be the most comfortable and practical for you and your partner. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up with the question of the day, and that question is, what method do you use to track your ovulation? Is it temping? Is it OPKing? Do you check your cervical mucus? And are there any apps that you use to keep track of it all? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are struggling to get through your miscarriage, I do have another video on coping mechanisms and coping skills that may be helpful for you. I'm going to link that above in the cards. And if you do not have anyone to talk to, or you feel alone, feel free to message me on Instagram. I'm always looking to be supportive for other people. I know a lot of people have been very supportive of me. So if you need someone to talk to, your partner doesn't understand, your friends and family don't know what you're going to, you can always reach out to me. I am wishing you a speedy recovery, all of the success in your healing process. And of course, I am sending you loads of sticky baby dust, hoping that you receive your rainbow baby. I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, or if you liked it, please go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed, feel free to do that to join our journey. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you all have an amazing, wonderful week, and I am sending you positive vibes. Bye!